And the racing continues today on NBC. We are just moments away from the green flag for round 13 of the NTT IndyCar Series. It's the Honda Indy 200 from Mid-Ohio. Here is the Honda starting lineup. Power on the pole for the 57th time. Only Mario Andretti has won more poles and IndyCar. Keep an eye as well on Scott Dixon. Not only is he a 5-time champion, he's a 5-time winner at this racetrack and is still within range in the championship. Will Power in the silver Verizon car on the inside. He dictates the start. The blue and yellow Napa car is Alexander Rossi. The blue and white in row 2 is Joseph Newgarden. And that bright yellow Menards car is Simon Pagenaud. Here we go. Time to go in the championship. Power gets the early jump. Rossi tucks in behind, thinks to the outside. Now Newgarden is going to make a play for second. Pagenaud lingering back there. Right around the outside, there's Felix Rosenqvist trying to get around Pagenaud.
That black and green car, Rosenqvist went big, but there's trouble further back. That's James Hinchcliffe who's off in the grass, and they're all going to get checked up as he rejoins from the back.
And his teammate has an issue. They got together with somebody there, but Will Power made a perfect start. Rossi slid into position, and he's working on him.
Most importantly for Rossi, he's ahead of that blue and white car of Joseph Newgarden, and Sato now is off in the beach.
I saw Dixon getting by his teammate, Felix Rosenqvist, let him go by. Sato gets out of the gravel, no yellow.
These guys have 200 seconds of push to pass to use during the race. And this adds close to 50 horsepower on the straights or at any point on the track. And there you see seconds remaining. The guy that's been most liberal with the use in the top 6 there is Rosenqvist. He's already used 17 seconds. Meanwhile, Newgarden hasn't touched it once.
And Power got the jump into corner number 1. We all wondered, how would everyone approach that? Safe to say, Power has nothing to lose. He's not thinking championship. Wins all that matter. Rossi, Newgarden, Pagenaud thinking championship. How much do you think they wanted to test him into that first turn?
Well, I think it was huge for Power to get through turn 1 cleanly without any pressure. He did a brilliant job kind of jumping the start, timed it perfectly. Now he can settle in and do what he did yesterday to qualify on pole, which is just lay down.
Here are your tires, +7, good work.
Faster laps than anybody. As you hear Roger Penske come on the radio and remind him, just take care of the tires. Nice and calm is what I would be doing to coach Power today.
He really wants to get him by the time they get to turn 4, but he may be too far back.
Bourdais spun up in the keyhole, continues. Wonder if he had help or if that was on his own.
Let's look at it again as it stays green.
Definitely got help.
Oh, yeah.
Lucky it didn't take Colton Hurst's front wing off because they made contact across the front wing and it sent Bourdais around, did a 360 and kept going.
Three-stop strategy requires hot pace, full push. They need to get by, and Newgarden's got trouble now from his teammate. What will Pagenaud do?
And how much of a fight will the veteran put up? He will let Newgarden go by. A little tougher for Pagenaud, but he's also clean.
Late move from Pagenaud, but Kanaan saw it coming and wisely left the door open to avoid the contact, knowing that they're on different strategies.
And here's the pass on the outside. Strong move, Townsend.
This is for the lead. Rosenqvist going to the outside of Will Power. And again, Rosenqvist on the blacks. Power trying to hang on the reds. But don't worry, later in the race, Rosenqvist and Scott Dixon there are going to have to go to that softer red tire and try to make that work.
You're watching that background for Scott Dixon. They take a lot of wing out of the Ford. And man, it's neck and neck as they leave the pits, and they leave in the same order. Will Power keeps that. Remember, Will Power is not as happy with his car on the blacks. Now we have the switch of compound. This is good stuff.
And I think he's in the danger zone.
I don't know, though. Rob Edwards, one of the smartest guys on pit lane. I don't think they would have brought Rossi to the pits if they didn't think he could make it. And here comes Scott Dixon.
Here we go.
Oh, that was close.
Wheels.
He stays on the rear wing as long as he can to try to draft. Power will not let him by this time. And now into the switchback and try to go around the outside of turn 5. They touch. Dixon almost goes off. Power maintains the position.
We had such a perfect shot of this from the helicopter. We ride right above with Scott Dixon. He's going to go to the outside. Power's going to run the middle of the track and kind of push him wide. Look at how far Power is off the apex. Dixon does the over-under, comes to the outside. Power now is going to muscle him, elbows out, and pushes him off to the curb.
Big run again. He's got the draft early this time. Will Power, he's protecting right away. Does he have enough speed? Oh, over under.
The shake and bake.
Low.
To the inside, Dixon. This time will make it stick. Dixon picks up the position. Joseph Newgarden is coming towards you, Jan.
Yes, and well within the window of this three-stop strategy. We're going to watch the blend to see what happens with the two-stoppers like Alexander Rossi. So he goes with the blacks here. He's going on to take quite a bit of the Speedway fuel. He's looking, wait, there's a problem with the fuel. He's looking back. There's not fuel flow for Joseph Newgarden. Oh, my goodness, is this a championship slipping away in the pits?
Nice pass by Felix Rosenqvist, Kevin Lee.
Oh, very impressive. Side by side through 2 or 3 corners where you normally can't do that, and he got it done.
Rosenqvist's tires were about 15 laps fresher. He knew that this was his opportunity to make something happen. Brilliant job racing side by side with one of the fastest drivers in the business.
Nice job, nice job. Car in front of you is Kanan, just came out of the pits.
And push to pass is getting awfully important at this point for Rosenqvist. Only 15 seconds left. Still with 35 laps to go to finish this. And he's got a 7-second gap, though, to his teammate and 20 seconds to the next car he really has to worry about with Ryan Hunter-Reay. So they could literally tell him to just chill a second a lap effectively and coast to the finish. But there's a whole lot to play for further back as this battle's getting fierce.
Yeah. The youngest pole winner in IndyCar history. We thought he might contend for the pole, being quick in practice all week. Started 7th.
Oh, boy,
Rossi
goes off.
drops tires.
Pagenaud now getting even closer. Does he make a move? Does he pop out?
Rossi used push to pass, so did Pagenaud. Pagenaud only 7 seconds left now as Pagenaud wiggles and runs wide. That's going to give Piggott and Herta a real chance on this next lap.
5 laps to go. The lap cars are on the push to pass, trying to get their lap back.
Keep in mind, this is one of the legends in motorsports. Scott Dixon has won 5 championships. Only A.J. Foyt has more. Only Foyt and Mario Andretti have more wins, and looked like he had this one in the bag and wrapped up. Can he hang on? Can he make the tires last? Or will his rookie teammate Felix Rosenqvist win for the first time lap traffic right in front of that green and black car?
2 seconds behind. He's closing at 2 seconds a lap, and there he is on the back of the train.
Dixon's last lap, a 1:11. What are you doing, Rosenqvist? Don't hit a car.
Don't throw away that podium.
All right, you got this, Felix. Remember, it's your teammate. Make it clean.
Oh, they're telling him go for it. There's no team orders. What's going to happen? He's right on the back bumper of Dixon now.
No push to pass for Rosenqvist. Dixon has 4 seconds. This is 1 lap to go.
I love it.
Last
Ganassi
lap.
is letting the drivers fight it out amongst themselves. Who's the best? Who's going to get it done? The master, the 45-time winner and 5-time champion, Scott Dixon, trying to defend from his rookie teammate. They come together in the keyhole, nearly touch.
Oh, and Newgarden and Hunter-Reay get together.
Oh,
for podium. Newgarden's off. That is a huge championship implication.
That's the championship leader around, and the rest of the crowd will pick up massive points in the title fight with 4 to go after today.
And Dixon could hold off Rosenqvist. This allows Dixon to close in the championship massively, but does Rosenqvist get Dixon right here?
He'll look around the inside, now try to swing to the outside. The teammates are side by side. One going for win number 46, the other for number 1 in IndyCar. Dixon is still in front.
I think Dixon has it.
He's out of tires, but I don't think he can handle it.
3 more turns to go. Championship points at stake.
Last
And
lap.
wins at stake. Felix Rosenqvist has a couple of more corners. His veteran teammate, Scott Dixon, trying to hold him up one more time. Final corner. Dixon wiggles to the line. Rosenqvist on his gearbox dives into the side.
Well done there, Scott.
Scott
Good job, man.
Dixon
Wheelie.
will win one of the closest road course races we've seen for the 46th time and the 6th time here at Mid-Ohio. Scott Dixon has done it. What a finish. And Chip Ganassi Racing let their drivers go after it, and they did.
And the crowd loves it. Everybody on their feet waving. But look at this, guys. I don't know why Newgarden did this when he had Rossi behind him. He's got Hunter-Reay has already protected the inside. He's making him go on the outside.
I mean, I don't know what Rosenqvist was thinking either. That was a bold move on the curb. And then Newgarden just gets really aggressive with Hunter-Reay.
A real desperate move for no reason.
Let's watch this. Oh, this will be a great view. He did try to do the cross-up, the over-under.
Yeah, it's just broke the front wheel. He saw the wheel was stopped, and then he just can't believe it.
Man, how tough was that? It doesn't look like there's hardly anything left of these tires.
Oh man, that was crazy. I feel a little bit bad with Felix. You know, I put some moves on him for sure there, but we were just a sitting duck. I had nothing else I could do. You know, I think if I let one by, I was going to let the whole lot by. So I'll say sorry to him right now. I'm sure I'll see him in a minute, but. I think we went too aggressive on the second set of reds, got way too loose. Was our U set as well, but they held in there. All that counts is we got the win, but huge credit to the PNC crew. They did a phenomenal job strategy-wise and just making the car a bit better for the race.
What's it like racing your teammate there? He's going after his first win. You're trying to just nurse it around the racetrack. How tough is that just to balance that aggression?
Yeah, it's so hard, you know, and, you know, if I wasn't his teammate, I think he would have, you know, had me off. So a lot of respect there. And, you know, Felix is going to have a ton of wins. You know, this may help for our race for the championship. I think, you know, it looked like the others had a bit of a rough race out there today. So is what it is, man. But just proud of the team and proud that we finally got that done. That was a tough race, really tough race to hang on. Those tires were shot with about 15 to go. I thought we were going to have to pit again.
A great effort for sure. Well-deserved victory. Scott Dixon wins at Mid-Ohio.
Hey Motorsports fans, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe before you go for all the latest news and highlights across motorsports.